Enterprise in education is really about doing stuff out in the community, getting things happening, doing educational projects and reflecting on what happens.
So the EdLab project has got three main strands. Our first commitment is to enriching the student experience with volunteering and curriculum opportunities that give educational experience working with community groups. That's one of our second aim, is to kind of enrich the community engagement element of the university. And another key aim is to come up with new things surrounding education, so to be innovative in our practice. One of our tactics was to offer a lot of different levels of engagement with the EdLab project. So we don't want to kind of overwhelm people with too much of a commitment, but at the same time we want them to be able to take it as far as they want.
We have creative spaces where outside partners will come in and discuss maybe the challenges of their setting and how students might get involved to enrich their setting educationally.
We then work with students to workshop their responses and ideas and build them up through the period of the workshop, from initial responses to ideas that are quite well formed and have had the feedback from the partner there, so that by the end of the session we've got little embryonic ideas that are kind of ready to be developed and to be worked on.
And they've had that immediacy of the feedback from the outside partner, the real person, which makes it kind of all the more engaging and gives it a bit of momentum behind the project. We also have workshops where we support the students with how they would deliver such projects, model some of the kind of more creative or innovative ideas around education or practices around education. And then we have challenges where partners will just pose kind of an educational challenge that students can respond to.
So EdLab's rooted in educational innovation and enterprise. And for us, when we thought, let's unpick that, what does it look like? There were real processes that we can bring from other areas of innovation and enterprise into education. So one of them is iterative design, the idea of like coming up with small prototypes for projects, delivering small sessions, and working out what feedback can we take from that, how can we improve it.
I think one of the best things that EdLab has to offer is the opportunity to work in such diverse areas, and also to have an idea and put that idea into action and be responsible for project managing that, and maybe even developing that idea. And I think having that offer on the table as part of the degree, it is really quite attractive and really good for students when they then go on to look for employment or maybe develop their own social enterprises or businesses.
There are other elements of what we do that's quite innovative. We're really looking at sharing all of the results of our experiments quite openly. So we're looking at blogging everything regularly, creating resources that are shared openly, and really we're doing that in order to get feedback from the community, and also to build really production partnerships with the community. We're working together to produce something. The co-production process is something that we feel is really suited to educational innovation in this area.
And our aspiration as the project developed is to help students to feel more confident with a range of these kind of enterprise, employability, general skills which they can use then in the workplace after their degree.
We'd really encourage people from other departments and faculties to work with us as well. I think what we can really offer is processes for co-production and resource creation, and really supporting students to come and take their own ideas and put them into reality. And we're really happy to bring that to cross-disciplinary projects.